Well, Naked are an acoustic music duo consisting of Nadine and Ivo, and they're with us just now. How are you?
Fine, thank
Very
you,
good.
Toby.
Thank you, good.
Great. So, how would you describe the sound of your music overall?
What you want to say?
You can.
I would describe the sound as pop music,
Hmm.
mainly with many different influences like soul, jazz, funk, folk,
Yeah.
and music from our heart, of course.
Yeah. Do you think it's quite important for music to come from the heart?
Yes, that's we're call ourselves naked.
Hmm.
Yes, exactly. Yes,
We call ourselves naked because it's not meant physically naked,
Yeah.
but because it comes from our soul and it's true and pure and
yes,
like unveiled.
exactly. And we started with a very acoustic setting with just two voices and a guitar and ukulele, and yeah, that's why we're naked and we're still on tour with in that setting.
Hmm.
Yeah, we write songs straight from our hearts and soul, and that's why.
Yeah, and that's such an interesting story behind the name because, you know, on the face of it, it's a bit of a peculiar name, but there's a good story behind it. And perhaps even though it's a bit peculiar, that could help it stand out a bit.
That's right. We also thought about that,
Hmm.
and it may be a little bit
Provocative.
Yeah.
provocative, but I think that doesn't hurt.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
stays in the minds of people.
Yeah, and we all were born like that,
Hmm.
naked.
It's
We
the
all
most
we all were
natural,
born naked, so
Yeah.
everybody could identify with it.
the
Hmm.
most natural thing.
Yeah, that's certainly true. And this new album that you've got is called Ocean Deep. What is the sound like on that album?
Yeah, it has it's a summer feeling.
Hmm.
It's there are different sounds. Yeah,
Yeah, from the musical instruments, there are a lot of this. It's all real instruments, you know.
Yeah.
We got acoustic, electric guitars. We got a Hammond organ. We got different real keyboards like the grand piano, and of
Wow.
course, our voices, probably the most important
Hmm.
instruments.
exactly.
Uh,
But it's light. It's kind of light, summerly light.
Hmm.
Yeah,
yeah,
very sunny sound
yeah,
from yeah feeling.
yeah,
Yeah,
and we got different styles, different expressions on it.
Hmm.
So one song is darker or a bit sad, more sad.
emotional.
Others are more happy. So we got a variety of feelings and sounds of it on it.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's a great time to release a summery kind of album because we're edging into summer at the moment, aren't we? And the weather's really nice.
That's right.
Exactly.
Yeah. And I
Also
don't
there, okay.
yeah. And I don't know about Switzerland, but in the UK so far, I think it's going to be a really nice summer this year in particular.
Yeah. Okay.
Hopefully,
Hopefully.
hopefully, because in Switzerland sometimes the summer is very rainy.
Hmm. Yes, that's about the same as here actually. That
From
see the season where it rains all the time is what we call summer.
Okay.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And why is this album called Ocean Deep?
Yeah. It's because our first single, which is called Ocean Deep as well,
Hmm.
and it, I was inspired by my little niece for this song.
Hmm.
Um, she was 3 months old, and she looked into my eyes, and I just saw eternity in
Hmm.
her eyes. And I was so touched. And I went home and I wrote this song, Ocean Deep. And
Wow.
it's pureness that all we all have within us. And yeah, and this ocean of beauty that I saw in Her Eyes, and so song the album as well is called Ocean Deep. Yeah, and as well because our songs are colorful and deep as the ocean as well.
Yeah. And what was it about that song in particular that made you want to name the album after that instead of maybe the other songs on the album?
It's a good question. I think most or every song on the album is not superficial. So in a way, every song fits in a deep context, in a deep how to say expression, in a deep
Ocean.
what I mean.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. And how many songs are on this album?
Eight songs.
Nice.
8 songs.
Yeah. And how long did it take you to come up with all of them?
About 2 years.
Yes, but we started writing long before that.
Yes, some of the songs, the ideas were written 10 years ago.
Wow.
And others were written in the last 2 years.
Yeah.
And we picked what we thought were the best songs for our first album, because we have a lot of many other ideas for songs, and then we picked those 8 who fit together.
Yeah.
We recorded it 2020, right?
We
Yeah.
recorded it.
Yeah, 2020.
No,
No.
21.
21.
Last year.
Started 2020 and
And recorded it 21.
Yeah. Although the last 2 years have been a bit of a blur, to be fair. And how come some of the songs were written 10 years ago and only released now? What is the cause of the delay there?
I think these are mainly my songs, the old ones.
Yeah.
Because first I'm a little bit older than her, and I got family. And when I had this song ideas, I had my children. They were younger. They were really young. I have 3 kids, and I really wanted to give priority to the kids and the family, and so I put that a little bit back, the music. Though I never stopped with the music, but so the production of music got in the background a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, how did you two meet and how did the music come about?
Yeah, I was an actress in music theater in Zurich, Switzerland, and he was a guitar player there. And
in a production there.
But actually we met in TV studio in a
TV show.
TV show called Happy Day.
Oh.
Yeah, it's really funny. But then we played in this show. We played 150 shows and
in a theater.
Yes. And then I got a request to make a concert, to do a little concert in a small bar, and this, and then I. Yeah.
You needed a guitar player.
Yes, exactly. And I always loved the sound, just voice and guitar, and I always wanted to do something like that. And so I asked him if he wanted to do this with me, and fortunately he said yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then we started rehearsing, and at the time we fell in love.
Yeah. Is it hard working with a partner in music?
Sometimes it gets hard. Sometimes when you have maybe different ideas of something, or when you're in a different mood or something.
Yes. But most of the time.
But I think we're very lucky with each other because most of the time we're on the same flow, on the same wave.
Mm.
I think,
Yeah. And there's sometimes issues where, like, you maybe have an argument over a song, and then once you've sort of left the music space, so to speak, you have to sort of leave it there, if you see what I mean.
yeah, I understand what you mean.
Mm.
I think mainly the trouble is not in the music space, but more in like moods or something.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Exactly.
because musically, I think we really fit great together
Yeah.
from taste and style and meaning and yeah.
Yeah, it's more when we talk from
Different sides.
different sides. Yes.
Yes. Yeah. Absolutely. And are there plans for more albums after this one?
Yes.
We want to do that. We have more songs, many ideas, and we got a list with the songs that we would like to put on our second album.
Yeah.
Almost 30 songs. Yeah.
Wow.
Which we will have to pick.
Uh,
Yeah. Yeah. And the ones that perhaps don't make it on, could they be even on a future album after this one?
absolutely.
Yes, possible.
Yes.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got a little home studio here at home. We live together, and in this home studio we pre-produce our music,
Yeah.
and then mostly we did it in the first album. Then we work with musicians to have a live sound. Yes.
And 2021, we went to a big studio in Switzerland, Power
Wow.
Play Studio, and yeah, recorded that.
Yeah. So if you've got a little studio at home there, has the lockdowns and things not affected you too badly? Because you can still record a few things.
That's right. In fact, it even helped us
Wow.
in producing this album because we got less gigs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we had more time to produce.
Yeah. But then would you have still perhaps wanted gigs though?
Of course,
Yeah.
we would have liked to do the gigs.
That was a hard time for not having concerts.
Yeah, but we used it in a positive way, I would say, and in that way, it was also a gift.
Yeah, I like that positivity there because, you know, a lot of people would see everything that's happened in a negative way, but there's probably a positive side to everything, isn't there?
I think so.
Yeah. And as well, this album charted at top 18 this week on the Swiss album charts, which must have been amazing to find out.
Yeah,
That was great.
We were really surprised, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right, surprised. And the other side of me was like, okay, what does that mean?
Yeah.
But
Yeah, we're very happy. Yeah.
Yeah, but of course, very happy with it. Yes.
Grateful.
Yeah. And what does that mean as far as you're concerned? Have you answered that question?
That's a good question. I mean, to be honest, I didn't really know how it works with the charts, with the radio charts. What factors are needed to get there?
Yeah.
You know. So, but then I found out from our promoter that it's how much CDs, physical CDs get sold.
Yeah.
And streams on the platforms and so on.
Yeah.
So that makes me happy to hear that there's enough people who are interested in our music.
Yeah.
And that makes me lucky.
Yeah, absolutely. And are you hoping that you might get even further up the chart with this album or future albums?
What do you say? Do you hope it? Do you hope that the album gets even?
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, it's very cool if it happens.
Mm.
It's not the thing
Yeah.
that we are running after.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
most important for us is to be able to make our music and to bring it somehow to people.
Yes, and that people are touched and can identify with the words we say and
With with
with
feelings.
this feeling, with the music. That's most important for us.
Yeah. And I suppose
Yeah.
you don't want to be too successful too early on, because sometimes it's hard to sort of follow up on that, right?
Yeah, maybe. And
Sure.
we trust that when we do our
Process or
process and our thing
Hmm.
out of our core, and then it will spread into the world the way it should.
yeah,
This is what we believe.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, where are we able to find the latest album, Ocean Deep, and all your other music?
Yeah, it's on Spotify on our account, Naked Music. Or actually, it's called Naked.
Yeah. You have to,
Right,
Type-
Naked Ocean Deep,
yeah.
for example.
If you write both, then you surely find it.
It's on Spotify, it's on Apple Music, it's on Deezer, YouTube. You can find us on YouTube.
Google Music, all
Our
these,
websites.
and on our websites, yeah.
Yeah.
Naked.
Naked hyphen. I think it's called hyphen. This, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes,
Right?
yes, that's right.
Naked hyphen music.ch.
Yes, perfect. And of course, you're going to put naked music in your search, because if you just search naked, you'll get some weird results.
Exactly. Just always, yes.
Yeah.
Search like naked music. Yeah.
Right.
Great. Well, many thanks for joining us today. It's been great to have you both here.
Thank you very much for the invitation.
Yes. Thanks for having us. It was nice talking with you.